I'm not to waste time doing introduction, people. And usually I do my little, this is your man, GP. But you know what? I'm not in the mood for it. As you know, a few days ago, the video has been posted of the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. And he was a young black man, 25 years old, just going out for a jog in his neighborhood. While these two peckerwoods, these two pieces of human trash, decided to chase after him because he assumed he was a criminal by assumption, but because he's jogging. And they killed him. Gregory and Travis Michael have been arrested. Now it's been a couple of days since their arrest. They just put it out. It's just it's just the travesty of this murder. This is a murder. I mean, the thing is, the father was an ex-cop, and the murder happened way back in February 23rd. February. People, we're just in the start of May. We just started May now, and the video just been posted on social media a while ago. It's been like maybe a week or so or more since the video was posted, and this thing has been under our noses for a good part of most of the year. I mean, and this is just a travesty. I mean, and the sicko who recorded, they should be also charged for aiding and abetting. I mean, they need to be charged too. Because once they saw this, it should have has. I mean, I know they probably. You see, what happened was because the father was an ex-cop and investigator for the district attorney's office, they swept it under the rug. See, this problem is you don't have a badge anymore. You don't have that right to chase after another human being with your suspicions. See, I watch all these things. When people see some people do some that, kind of out of the ordinary to them, but just us living, you simply should call the police. All you can do is stop them, ask them questions, and say, "I'm just jogging." Or they're gonna use that one thing where, he was at a construction site and he was like looking around. Many people look around and see work. They're just curious. It's human nature to be curious. Or they can use that. Well, he had done a crime. The crime he done was shoplifting. And he carried a gun. A lot of kids these days, I hate to say it, because of being bullied or because of, whatever violence in the neighborhood, carry guns, seem like now. And that's the worst part about it, you know. And I do believe in gun control. I do believe that people who don't have the mental aptitude to carry guns shouldn't have guns. These guys are murderers. And also, they are, they are racist. Don't say, well, I hear people say, no. Here's the thing is, anybody with common sense, if you see a criminal, here's the thing with that citizen arrest thing, that needs to get out of here. Ever since Trayvon Martin, when the stand your ground thing come about, it's crazy. Nowadays, you need to jump in. The citizen arrest thing that was created years ago, especially around time after the not Civil War, the Revolutionary War. But now there's no point to it anymore. Especially how much we have the police, and police are practically like militarized. This young man should not be murdered just because he wanted to go out for a jog. Now, and people say, well, you jog. No, this is before. Like I said, it happened in February, and before they started the whole shut down everything. Everything was going fine up till about around March. But this is like about towards the end of February when this happened. And then the district attorney of that county, who was, a friend or whatever, he dropped to say, hey, circumstance this, saying he believed them, say, hey, he did what you had to do. And then so many people, passing the buck, they kept dropping it because, if you ever been in jury duty, they ask you, oh, this person, say, yeah, then you have to leave. And that's the same thing with prosecutors. If they have a personal connection to the victim or any of the suspects, they have to recuse themselves, meaning they have to take themselves off the case. And this thing was, a lot of people just recusing themselves because they knew the guy. They knew him and his son. But like I said, these Peckerwoods got arrested, and about damn time. You know what? And you can't. And here's the thing. You know, you can't prosecute them in that county. You have to have a change of venue because there's too many people who might be too friendly. And like I said, I've seen the video, and it's just, and you know what? He had a choice: fight or flight, get shot in the back, or take one in the face. That's a choice he took. He said, you know what? Forget it. I'm not, and that's why I think I love that. That as a black man, as a man, period. He said, you know what? That's enough. I guess, and he just stood and he fought. Even though he lost his life, he stood and fought. A man with a rifle, two men after him. Let me say the history, especially in Georgia, history in the South, that black people have always been treated as animals. White people brought us here 400 years ago to work their land, the land they stole from Native Americans. They treated us like dirt. They treated us like beasts of burden. Whip us, shame us. We were, made a law where we can't learn to read. Didn't beat over the head with their religion. It's just not fair. But you know what? I'm hoping to get justice. I'm hoping. I'm begging. But you know what? We see. Last year what happened with Amber Geiger and Boston John's case. Right now we still don't know the results of Anthony Jackson's murder. My mind is, I hate to say this, but there's a good chance these guys can walk away with a slap on the wrist. There's a good chance. And I feel like, you know what, doing this craziness, the last time Georgia had a fire was Atlanta. And I remember that scene from the Gone with the Wind. And you know what, maybe it's time. Maybe we should burn it down. I'm not going to be like, I know it's like a certain person and authority, saying what people should do, But you know what? It's just me talking as a human being from my heart. I feel that, we don't get enough justice. We don't. I just saw another case where a black man was murdered. The crazies have come out. They have come out. It's just not going to get any better till somebody stand up and say, enough. Enough. I hear these people talk about, we're going to have a race war. You know what? If we do, you're not going to be the ones who are going to win. Because once you can push somebody so far that you know what, they're going to not care. They're not going to give a fuck. But like I said, these piece of human waste, they have been arrested, have to be booked. The thing is that they said it's going to take some time for a grand jury. But you know what? Even with this, the dangerous reopening, thanks to the governor, who's a dumbass too, they reopened. That means that they do have enough time to get together a grand jury. You don't have to take too long, and you don't have to sit them close together. Social distancing. You can put them 6 feet apart, and they can make the evaluations. It's not that hard. You don't think the advisors around anymore. You can put somebody in the room and make them be the grand jury. Shouldn't have to take too long. You got enough time. You know what? I'm done.